Here we go. Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you are all well. It's me, Hobbit Harsh. Well, I kind of look a bit taller today. I'm kind of getting everything set up so I don't look quite like a midget anymore. But anyway, yeah, I hope you're all well. So we get straight into the meat and potatoes. As what we've seen over the last few hours is what appears to be Jay Slaters' family leaving kind of cryptic information online. What I will say first and foremost is that there is speculation as to whether this TikTok account does indeed belong to Jay Slater's family. What I will say is, if it isn't Warren Slater's account, then it's certainly someone who has access to Warren Slater's footage. It's very clear that this footage is straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. I must say, Warren doesn't appear to be someone who would himself place himself on social media, but I could indeed be wrong. And if there's anything that's going to put you in a position where you think, do you know what, I'm going to do something that I wouldn't normally do, it is certainly the loss of a child. So I'm going to give this situation the benefit of the doubt and say that I am quite confident that this channel on TikTok is at least something to do and given the go-ahead by Jay Slater's dad. Whether it's actually him who is doing the specific uploading, I don't know. But we're going to have a look together at this latest upload because I feel that this is directly calling certain people out. And I'm not going to call these people out. I'm not going to mention their names. You guys who are following this case and following it as closely as what the likes of myself and Wax are will know exactly who he is likely referring to. But let's look at it now. So this was uploaded a few hours ago. So we have a listen to it here.
This is the view. As you can see, the village, well, houses you come out. Stop is there.
Now, what I will just say before we continue is there is some confusion over either whether this is current footage or whether this is earlier footage. You're going to see some roadworks in a second. Now, if I remember rightly, I vaguely remember them mentioning something to do with roadworks being there. I believe it was potentially Chris Tenerife who had referenced roadworks, and certainly the clothing that Warren and Zach are wearing seem to be the same clothing that we've seen them wearing in other search videos. So I believe this is not new footage. I don't think that they've gone back there. I could be wrong because there's also sort of whispers in the weeds that there is a documentary being done which could have likely led to the family returning over there. But again, I'm not 100% sure whether this is new footage or old footage. But the important thing is what Warren says. So listen.
They say that he's turned left. He has knocked on this door to the restaurant. And
So there's the roadworks.
Walked up the hill.
And also amazing how close the bus stop is. The bus stop literally right there. It again further warrants the question as to why Jay just simply didn't wait for a bus. Why did he not wait for a bus? Why did he feel that an 11-hour walk was a better alternative to just staying put and waiting. You know, even if you're hungry, you're going to think, well, I'm waiting for a bus and I'll be here at 10 o'clock, or I won't get potentially any food or anything for, 11? It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Again, plenty of cars about as well.
That was the 10 o'clock buzz. So, seriously? I think there's a lot of bullshit going on. Truthfully. Can anybody see a shortcut back to Los Cristianos?
And that's the point, isn't it? You know, you've got to look at it like, if Jay is there and you're standing right by the bus stop and you're thinking, right, so I either wait till 10 o'clock for a bus. So what the narrative is pushing is that Jay likely thought, fuck it, there's got to be there's a shortcut. I'll be able to cut through this and it ain't going to take me that long. I can cut. But when you're standing there and you're looking at that backdrop, you're looking at that terrain, you've got to think to yourself, at what point would you stand there and think, shortcut? That's a stretch. That is a stretch to try and plant that seed, to try and make you believe that a youngster who we'd heard would not want to walk anywhere. He wasn't a walker. He wasn't someone who would hike. You know, he was quite reluctant and would take the path of least resistance, which was likely a bus or a taxi or a friend in a car or parents giving him a lift. He wasn't a walker, and we're supposed to believe that when there is a possible, what we've been led to believe is you've got one person saying that he had offered a lift, just let me catch some Zeds if you like, bruv, and I'll take you when I get up. Or there's a bus at 10 o'clock and the bus stop is literally right there, so you could have gone back in, had a cigarette, had a drink, whatever. I'm sure there was a fucking tap there. Do you know what I mean? Stay hydrated, sit down outside, catch some sun in the morning, and jump on the bus. Jump on the bus. But no, you're supposed to believe that Jay Slater stood there, looked across the vastness of that terrain, and thought, fuck waiting for a bus, fuck the lift. Let's do this. Let's do it. You know, Warren is right here. He's absolutely calling the people out. It is bullshit. It looks bullshit. It sounds bullshit. It doesn't make sense. And my conclusion has always been, if Jay was compos mentis, he would not have left there on foot unless there was a reason for that. And it further makes you wonder whether the B&B situation, the story is true, is real, is right. You know, we can talk about the Maruba boat. We can talk about all of the things. We can show videos of these people walking by the marina with these fucking boxes saying they've got body parts in them. You know, at the end of the day, if people are going out on a boat and they're going for a cruise or whatever, or a party, they're going to be putting fucking beer in coolers. Do you know what I mean? So we can pull that any which way you want. But these are the important things. The important things are the things that genuinely hold weight. And that is, Jay Slater apparently was offered a lift and was a 2-second walk to a bus stop. And rather than wait for a bus, a short wait, he decided to embark apparently on a perilous 11-hour hike like some sort of fucking commando. And I ain't buying it. Are you? Let me know down below, and I'll catch you all in the next one.